Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to introduce many different twists and turns, as well as revelations in this film that will lead to saga-wide implications within the Skywalker saga by director J.J. Abrams and creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film, pretty much demonstrating many different twists and turns that are going to change our perception of Episodes 1 through, of course, 8. That's really going to change how the Skywalker saga is going to be pretty much, organized by J.J. Abrams, and that really is going to either go in a bad or a good way for the Star Wars fans, depending on how it's going to be executed. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the big plans by Disney and Lucasfilm as well as JJ, this is where things begin to get very intense when it comes down to one of the set leaks. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the scenes that were filmed during the month of September of 2018 involved a sequence where Mark Hamill was said to be on set with a shaved beard in a brand new Jedi outfit, where it's said that the de-aging technology was applied to Mark Hamill to make him appear far younger, where the scene is said to take place sometime after Episode 6. It's described that a young version of Leia was created for the scene, where both Luke and Leia are said to be dueling with two lightsabers. It's unclear as to what colors the sabers are, but it's said to be a moment in which Luke is training Leia as a Jedi, where she is said to part her ways from Luke's teachings, eventually due to a particular vision Leia is said to have. Now, it's explained that the young Leia was created by using an actor's body in female Jedi robes, where Carrie Fisher's head was taken from the Last Jedi footage and placed on the body, where they de-aged the face of Carrie Fisher and added the voice and animated the mouth, where an unnamed voiceover artist would provide new dialogue as Leia to create a flawless post-Return of the Jedi Leia dueling with her brother Luke on a strange world. Now, it's implied that this world is the same one that Luke builds for his Jedi training temple on, of course, that strange world in The Last Jedi that a lot of fans were able to see. So, the thing about Episode 9 is that this movie really seems like it is paying very much attention to Star Wars Legends. You guys may recall that in Legends, Leia did indeed become a Jedi overall. Now, yes, Leia's not a Jedi in present time, but this is going to show us that Luke was at least training Leia to become a Jedi, very much like himself and his father before him. And that's what I love so much about this, is that this is essentially showing us that we are actually going to have more scenes related to both Luke and Leia reuniting on the big screen, even though it may not be in present time per se, while they're both alive and actually close to each other. But this is actually going to be a moment in which it takes place a little bit after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. It could be, a couple of months, it could be a year for all we know. Now, what we do know about Episode 9 is that this movie is going to be using next-generation CGI technology. And this is where the de-aging technology comes into play, that was used not just for Mark Hamill, but also for the unused footage of Carrie Fisher, where they took her head off of the footage from The Last Jedi and placed it onto a new actor's body, portraying a younger version of Leia, where they then eventually de-aged the face of Carrie Fisher and animated the mouth to match the new dialogue for Carrie Fisher. It's almost very much similar to what they did in, of course, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Now, like I say, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy said that they would never recreate Leia in the form of a CGI, model. And they were actually just talking about the older version of Leia, recreating her in that sense. In this particular scenario, this is literally combining all the footage of Carrie from The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens and de-aging that, and just applying it onto a younger actor's body. So what I like about this is that this is a moment in which we have a heartwarming moment between both brother and sister, Luke and Leia, training through the ways of the Force to become a Jedi for Leia. And that really does raise a question. What color is Leia's lightsaber going to be? Is it going to be green? Is it going to be blue? Is it going to be yellow? That's a big question open on the table for discussion. Now, when we look at Star Wars Legends, in Legends, Leia, I believe, had a total of 4, maybe 6 lightsaber colors. She had blue, she had green, she had yellow, she had ruby red. I mean, the list goes on. And the expanded universe back in the 1990s and early 2000s was so expansive that there were so many stories related to Leia as a Jedi, a full-fledged Jedi. And now they're touching on a bit in Star Wars, the canon material under Disney and Lucasfilm. And this is said to be the first scene, or at least one of the first scenes in Episode 9 for, of course, The Rise of Skywalker. And I personally cannot wait to see what this is all going to look like and how JJ and George were really able to put this all together flawlessly on the big screen of really creating a post-Return of the Jedi Leia, pretty much in a duel against her brother Luke Skywalker. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.